And welcome to another episode of Brand Decoded Show. I want to talk about the 3%. 3% of the people in totality are paying for ChatGPT, Claude, or Perplexity, or some other AI app, which means that 97% of the people are operating at a lower LLM model. So I'm not talking about myself that I'm spending like 250 for Claude for me and 5 team members on top. I'm not talking. I'm not talking about companies like mine that are spending hundreds of dollars in API credits. I'm talking about the fact that only 3% of the population are paying for a level of LLM above the free level. And the free level, like, it advanced a lot, it does things, but unfortunately, I think that the divide between the ChatGPT users and the Claude users is expanding. And the reason why is because ChatGPT is like Google and Claude is more like your real assistant that does stuff for you. It actually does things, especially when you integrate your MCPs and you say to it like, hey, can you get me an email of this person? Hey, can you get me their phone number? And it just like automatically goes and gets them for you. That's wild. Like when you tell it like to do something, like send me an email, it actually sends the email. Or you tell it like, hey, trigger the Zapier automation via Zapier MCP, and it does stuff, like actually does things. The person that has a well-established Claude environment is light years ahead of a regular person. And less than 3% of the people are actually integrating this kind of stuff. It blows my mind. Why? Because it takes 5 minutes to set up MCP connections. It's for dummies. Like, tech companies made it so ridiculously easy, and people haven't figured it out. Like, once you see this, you can't unsee it. Like, I don't even go to Slack anymore. Like, I talk to Claude and I tell it, hey, please, can you like write the instructions to my employee how to do this and send it to them via Slack. And then my employees get this in their Slack messages and I'm not even leaving the app. That is preposterous. Like, I'm managing a multitude of people, and what I used to have to go from one Slack window to another to text the people, now I just do it in one swoop. Like, I'm like in the same window. Hey, text Marianella. Hey, text Virginia. Hey, text Matthias. Like, hey, text Igor. And they get their tasks. And the tasks are better explained than if I was writing them by myself. And not only that, like, Claude goes over Zapier and update our to-do task management systems, so that even gets done. So I got like a nice paper trail of the things that need to happen, and it keeps us organized without me having to lift a finger. The amount of the flow that you can get from executing within Claude is a cheat code. Like, it's like you're a horse race on steroids, and these guys are like, you are running laps around the hippodrome, and these guys didn't even do a single round, and you win a race like at such a fast pace that it's just mind blowing. It actually, you move so fast that you need to remember to slow down so you can think things through so that you don't do the wrong thing, which allows you, in retrospect, it allows you to get more thinking time. So I stopped feeling guilty about not working, because in 2 sentences I do more than some people do in a day. Data pools, email cleanups, outreach, marketing, SEO, like what we can do with SEMrush MCP and Ahrefs MCP is mind-blowing. Like, you get pattern recognition insights that you would have to manually spend hours on end and hours to even see the problem. And now, hey, can you give me 10 things that are happening to this website and what we could do to fix it, and grade them from the most important to the least important, that it's also easiest to do. And then it lists things, and once it lists them out, you're like, okay, can you call WordPress MCP and fix all this stuff? And it would take days. We would charge thousands for the fixes like that. And now you're just like, okay, just do it. Boom. Make no mistake, Claude. Make no mistake. Just do it. And I'm like sitting over here. I'm like, every time I go out, I'm asking myself, do people have a Claude on their phone? Do they have some form of an automation system in their life? Like, how are we advancing the society if people don't have this? I'm in digital, so all these things are native to me. So this might like sound like a crazy man rant, but if you're listening to this, you're so damn early. I don't know how long this gap's gonna exist, but the information gap on the AI stuff is insane. There's still regular humans out there on the internet not knowing how to do this stuff. This is the majority of them. So the fact that it's so easy, it just creates like this massive asymmetry of information. And this asymmetry is allowing you to get filthy rich. Like, you can get rich now. Like, having 50K a month is not that hard at this point, because all you have to do is set up an autonomous AI agent for Twitter, LinkedIn, cold email, and let it run. And you just respond to the real human responses and get gigs. Like, you don't even have to do the manual, boring work of outreach. And you don't need this channel for this. You don't need to listen to me. You can go to one of the 1,000 YouTube videos about autonomous AI agents that you can set up tomorrow. It doesn't even take that long of a time. The Notion has it integrated inside of their platform. It's like tons of them. Like, in 2 afternoons, you're done. You're done. Now, only thing you have to pay attention to is that the messages are good, that like they're hitting the meta. You think about the audience, the message, and the offer. Audience, message, offer. Audience, message, offer. Audience, message, offer. It becomes a thinking game. You can't lose. What do you got to lose? Like, it costs fraction of nothing, literally fraction of nothing. The only thing that's probably better than that is like making some content, like a video, so that people can trust you more easily. But boys, it's happening in the afternoon, like, and people are not even, they don't even care. They don't even care. Like, the bar has been set so low that all you have to do to transcend where you are in life right now is to raise your hand. Like, I want money, and you'll get it. That's literally it. And now, this is increasing the competition. But I am assuming if you're watching this channel, you're one of the smarter people. And if you're watching this and you're one of the smarter people, then you can figure out how to outplay other people. Like how to hone in your messaging better. How to find better data. Like, newsflash, you can get the best data for about $500 per month or less. You can get a Polo for 100. You can get Snowvio for 30 bucks a month. You can get which one is like a good one? Let me think. Clay. Like these three. It's mind blowing. You have anyone's email in the world at the flick of a finger. Flip of a finger. It's mind blowing. I don't know. Like the only reason why you're not making enough money is because you choose not to make it. It's a 100,000% choice at this rate. You just don't want to. That's where you're at. Like you're not putting in enough effort. Like you need about 3 to 4 hours of concentrated like semi labor until you, maybe for a couple of weeks, till you warm up your cold emails, and you're done. Like you're off to the races. Getting like one sales call per day. All right, it's my big philosophy is one sales call per day. And imagine you're selling coaching, right? So, and your close rate is 20%, 1 in 5. And your coaching product is $3,000 a seat. So on a Friday you have $3,000. Second week of the month you have $6,000. Third week of the month you have $9,000. Fourth week of the month you have $12,000. That means making 10K a month is easy. And literally it's like that. Like I'm on my roll, as I'm doing one sales call per day. I'm not like busting my ass too much. And like we're finding customers willing to pay $2,000-3,000 for SEO. It's normal. Like having that baseline level of income is a normal thing. Like 10K a month is on the internet is like for beginners. And all it takes is for you to spend like a weekend with Claude and MCP connectors to get the email data, and then you connect the MCP connectors to SmartLead. Like guys, I'm doing a course on this. Like sign up in the newsletter, like buy the course. There's gonna be like a link in the description. I'll teach you how to do all this stuff. Like honestly, if you do it by yourself, like you don't even need a course. Like I'm shooting myself in the foot, but if you want to see how to make it work in a one day as opposed to 3 days over a weekend, like sign up. Sign up. I'm gonna make it a banger, worth your time. But it's just you don't know what you're missing out on. Like I think like 30 years from now, people are gonna be like, what did you do in 2026 when autonomous agents came out, when Matrix started to take over the world? Like, what were you doing back then? Because like if you aren't building your system right now, and the beauty of this system is like these AI agents, they're not like employees. I've been hiring people for the last 10 years. And employees come and go. AI agents just keep getting better, and they stay. And they take up your AI API credits, and you keep making money. Like they don't leave. They don't take time off. They're not getting sick. They're not getting annoyed. They just do the thing. And it's just mind blowing how many more things will we be able to create. So these guys from Poland pitched me on LinkedIn, and they said like, hey, do you want to try this? Like it's auto YouTube. Like auto YouTube, like yeah, sign me up. So what they didn't even build a thing. They connected the 11 Labs, which is the audio reproduction, and then they ask you to use HeyGen, which is video reproduction. So I have this like HeyGen video of me behind the statue, in front of the statue, and like I gave them 20 minutes of that. HeyGen compiled that, and now you just drop a script in. But the thing is, I don't even need a script. I'm just doing these videos like random. Like I just start ranting, and people like it. It's the energy. The video is the energy transfer. So like we did these videos, and they're nice, and they're good for the explainer videos, which is not me. And I like being me, and I think that's what's like attracting the attention to this channel. When I get rallied up like tonight, like people like, oh my God, what is this guy talking about? And it keeps the attention, and it's cool. I'm seeing this, like, thank you 500 of you for signing up to listen to my rants. I don't know what to say. I'm honored, I'm humbled. I'm starting to see how all these big influencers, they get so massive egos because they have like a constant influx of people talking to them because of this vibe that the video is creating. And I think that AI is going to destroy this to a degree because people are gonna be like, I'm gonna turn on YouTube because I'm only just seeing AI shit. And it's became like a problem to a point where YouTube demonetized anything that's AI generated. which I applaud them for that, because at least give the visibility to the people that are real people. Like, and don't get me started when I start seeing the AI generated scripts and there's a human person that reads, not because you were bad, but because you were this. And like, guys, like AI is using that trope like a million times. Like, can you not use AI to write your script? Can you just talk your mind? Like, do you not have an ability to use your own goddamn brain? Use it. It's fire. It's one of the most amazing things you possess about yourself. And if you like drown it in scrolling and McDonald's and God knows what you're putting into yourself, you're never gonna allow your brain to shine. Stop it. Use your brain. Don't use AI. I write manually by hand, well, on a keyboard. Every day I'm writing. Why? Because it builds your intelligence. Do you think that I would be able to come up with these rants if I weren't using my brain? Like, it would be impossible. You can't go and just spitball stuff for half an hour. It's not possible. If you don't read, consume the proper information, find the right angle, it's not possible. People have asked me, how do you come up with these videos? Like, how do you prepare? Like, how I prepare, I put the camera on my tripod, put my iPhone, I press record, and I start talking. That's how I come up with these. That's all it takes. That's the energy that it takes me. I don't want to put any more energy than that. There's a bunch of people trying to create content and they get stuck and they're wallowing in sadness of not getting enough impressions and likes on their heavily edited, curated video. And they get like what, 50 views. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need edits. Fuck editing. Just get out and talk, build an audience day by day, video by video, and let it fucking run. That's all it takes. Because you gotta be interesting, that you have something to say, that your life as it stands has a good story, which mine clearly does, otherwise people wouldn't be watching me. So, and it's not to boast, but I am sick and tired not only of the AI in the video content, but I'm also tired of hyper edited, unrealistic shit. It's like so synthetic and it's designed to make you FOMO, like an absolute total fear of missing out for things that are not even real. Like, yes, some YouTubers really figure it out. Yes, some of them are making crazy amounts of money. But those that are putting the exaggerated income claims, they are the ones who are making you feel anxious and inadequate, and you don't have to listen to that. Shut the noise down, get your Claude, start offering some services, whether it's in eternal markets, selling coaching, health coaching, life coaching, money coaching, whatever. Offer value to another human being and transact. Get into the game of business. Get over the sense of getting over yourself. Like, just do it. That's the path to the liberation from where you are now to where you've always dreamed of being. And it's only happening through doing. Why? Because doing changes character. So I walked 35,000 steps today. Because I go around the lake, because I'm pacing on a phone, closing deals, and stuff like that. And I come and it's 11 p.m. and I'm like, you know what? Like, I have a good streak with YouTube. Instead of laying down and scrolling on the couch, like, let's drop a banger video. It's gonna be more interesting. Like, you are giving back. So, like, and I'm like thinking about this picture of like myself on a couch doom scrolling, or myself in the chair ranting high energy stuff and reminding people that I do exist. Because there's this an invisible timeline. You exist in this alternative layer of reality that is beyond physical reality. And you're watching this right now. Your synapses, your neurons are producing the image of me talking. So it's not that I only exist in the physical plane where I'm talking to you, I'm also existing in your head. And that's a mental real estate. And it hits you hard when you, like, I have 200 hours of watch time. And I'm like, 200 hours of watch time. I've done 3,000 sales calls. And that's a total of 3,000 hours of watch time over the course of 7 years. It's a long time for sales calls. It's a long ass time. And I drop a half an hour YouTube video in half an hour, no edits, just boom. And there's like 100 people, 100 hours of watch time. Like, how is that possible? It never dawned on me until I've seen the stats on the YouTube studio, what it actually means. And that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing these videos every single day. And I'm just gonna speak my mind. And I'm guaranteeing you that a bunch of you are just gonna be like, yeah, he's right. I should get a new client. Like, at least make a 10K a month, 20,000. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You need to appear reputable. You need to make sense. I'm posting content on LinkedIn. I'm posting content on Twitter. So I'm all over the map. It's like I'm sending newsletters, and in that repetition, people just get to know you. And I'm at this point in my life where people like, I remember I was at a conference, SEO conference in San Diego, Brighton SEO. And there's a guy like coming out, oh, you're Brian Decoded, like I know you from Twitter. I was like, is this what it's coming down to? Because you're producing so much content, you're consuming the air in the room, and people get to know you. And when people get to know you, like, business comes to you automatically. But until you get there, you can let the AI figure it out for you how to get new clients. That is all. That is all that needs to happen, is for you to apply the thinking problem to how do I get more clients and how do I get more leads? What is the sequence of messaging that you're producing? And the craziest part of it all is that once you get going, it becomes so natural and it does not feel like work. So being on the internet is guaranteeing you the first principle of being decoded, which is 100% remote income. Like, you think, like, if I had a job, what kind of job would let me do 35,000 steps in a day? You know how many good ideas I have today? I'm fired up at 11 p.m. I'm fired up and I worked out. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. So you start becoming better, and then everything becomes easier than it was, and your mindset starts producing things that it didn't think was possible before. And walking is like a big part of that. So if you nail down your sleep and your movement and diet, you will outproduce yourself every day. Like, your former self needs to die. Anything that's correlating to abusing your dopamine system, anything that's destroying your sleep, anything that's hindering your thinking is toxic. You need to create a personality of health and stick to it. Discipline is consistency applied daily, mindfully. You cannot consistently suck and expect to improve. That's why I used to hate, like, when I hear someone say consistency. But consistency matters, because every time I became inconsistent, I fell off the bandwagon of my progress. I stopped doing the thing that was making me better. When that happened, boom, you're going down. Like, and then you start to panic, like, I'm going down. Like, so what? Just do the work. It doesn't have to be 12-hour days. Just work 2 hours per day, every day. Like, I work weekends. Actually, I prefer working on weekends because I don't have employees bugging me. It's the best thing ever. Like, oh, I can write for 3 hours and come up with, like, new offers, new landing pages and stuff like that. That shit doesn't write itself. Like the ideas that you get, like they have to correlate to the meta of the time we are living in. And then you can find the best offer, the best angle, the best delivery mechanism, the best way to write the ad copy to attract the attention. And when you attract the attention, you win. And speaking of the attention, sign up for my newsletter, read.briandecoded.com, and get more business tips and advice on how to use the AI to do all the work for you. It's a chain prompting. You need to start thinking like a programmer that has a human brain. And it's the beautiful part, because the programmers right now, they're a little bit confused because they're like sending these outputs to humans that sound like a robot because that's the way that they're thinking. But humans have a different way of thinking. So you have to activate both your right side of the brain and the left side of the brain, combine them, and start acting as a holistic human being, a polymath that is capable of doing everything that it sets its mind to. That is how you move. And I was observing people like that are behaving, living like this, and I was finding this impossible until I started doing it myself. And I was like, oh my God, I suck. Like, how many times I posted a tweet or a thread or a LinkedIn post that absolutely flopped. And then boom, you get like 100,000 impressions on a post. And then boom, 6 million impressions on a viral Twitter thread. That happens because there's algorithms, there's like VIRN. And I forgot the abbreviation, but basically social media is looking for something that's like exciting and new. Their whole algorithm is designed to find that content piece that fits this criteria, and the humans are voting that piece in. And at one point, I realized like that there's this one post on LinkedIn, and I've been milking this post for 6 months straight. And every time I post it, it gets like 30,000 impressions, 40,000 impressions, 100 new followers every time I drop it. It's a cheat code, and it amplifies my story. The corporate hates remote work. That's why I started a 100% remote agency. People love the story. Like, I'm working from Ibiza, Paris, Spain, whatnot. And people just love that story, and it's true. There's a photo of me on a vacation. It's a banger, and it just works every time. I'm like, how is this possible? I post the exact same post 2 weeks or 3 weeks apart, and it drops like 30, 40,000 impressions. It's like, okay, it's a human psychology. It's not so much like, because it's different people seeing it every time, it gets enough of the early attention of the audience that it's like gravity pull, like the algorithm is like, oh, this is the piece. Everyone's got to see this piece because it's like driving engagement and people seem to like this stuff. So when you find something like, and it's business, when you find something that's working, lean into it, whatever it is. Because the more of these lucky breaks you connect and find, the easier your life gets. And the best part is observation is more important than action. So the act of consuming, instead of mindlessly scrolling, you're mindfully observe for what's working in the ecosystem. That's mind blowing. Like, that's why I'm like very particular when I'm choosing the topic headlines, and I'm always like trying to utilize the headline that absolutely makes sense, that it will capture the attention. I mean, do you think that this statue is an accident? It's a pattern interrupt. People see this as like, who is this guy? Why does he have a statue in the living room? Like, what's the gig? That's what you have to do when you're building up your digital avatar. You're building your digital residual self. Residual self is from Matrix, the movie. Like, it's how you perceive yourself online, and it's in Matrix. But online, Matrix is all the same thing, because this video is not real. For all you know, it could be AI generated. It could be 100% AI generated. It could be like an AI trying to convince you of something weird. Like, it's totally possible. Like, because AI understands persuasion to a very good degree. So get it to use. Like, it's technology that's democratized. and it's in your pocket. And if you're not paying at least $20 a month for some LLM, like, please stop watching this channel. Like, unsubscribe. I don't want you. Bye.